Hi dressmakers, welcome again on the channel. Come with me as I show you how I drafted the pattern for this beautiful corset dress. Here are the materials that I will be using. Let's get right into the video. Here I have my basic block front and back bodies, and what I'm going to be doing now, starting from the back bodies, is to extend these basic bodies to the length of my dress. But for my own case, I'm just going to be using the length of my paper. Then I'll just simply augment that when I'm cutting it on the fabric. So I use the entire length of my paper. I just noted how many inches I was able to get. But usually if you want to draft, just draft it by the length of your dress. Alright, so by the time you are done with this and this is done properly, you realize that the front piece will be longer than the back, just as usual, how our front body is usually longer than the back. So if this is done the right way, this is how your pattern should actually look like. Right now I'm just imputing my hip line measurement. My upper hip line is 8 inches while the lower hip line is 10 inches, so I'm just indicating that I'm marking it out, and I'm just going to be extending that line downwards to the skirt. Then I'll do the back tightening for the center back. So for the back tightening, I'll just simply come in by ½ inch on the center back, just like we usually do on our normal dress for fitting. So just come in at that. I just did that. I came in by ½ inches right there, and I'll just connect it that way. Right now I'm imputing my hip measurement, which is my hip divided by 4. I'm imputing that, and I do not have enough paper on this side. I just had to augment it just like that. So I just marked my hip measurement. So I'm connecting that to my waistline. Don't forget, guys, we are still working on the back, and I'm connecting this to the end of my dress. For the end of my dress, I just came in by 1 inch from the hip measurement. Now I'm just connecting that line for the back tightening, which I did earlier on, and I'm just going to be setting this aside. Then I'll work on the front panel. On the front, I just extended my center front line. Then I'm also going to be marking my upper hip line and my lower hip line, 8 and 10 inches. I'm marking that out right now. Then I'm simply imputing my round hip measurements right there, and I'll be connecting this to the waist, just like we did for the back pattern. I'm connecting that to that hem line of my paper. Then I'll be putting in my darts. I came in 1.5 inches from my upper hip line, then I connect it just as you see. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to push up my under bust measurement by 1/4 inch. You can do 1 centimeter depending on how lifted you want your bust to be. So this helps the cup to really lift your bust properly. Now from my waistline, I'm going to come down by 3 inches just so I can get that curve. Then I'm going to connect it to my upper hip line. So I'm just connecting that point to my upper hip line, just like you see, and that was how I was able to get that curve that you see in front of the dress. Okay, so from the center front, I came down by 3, then I connected to my upper hip line. Now let's get into tightening and corseting. First, we extend this waistline, the dart leg. So we extend it to the under bust like that, so that we do not get confused, and it is from this point that we'll now start our corseting. All right, so connect that to the apex just like you see me do. Then from my bodies, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be coming in by 1 centimeter. I want to take 2 centimeters out from this panel, which means I'm taking 4 centimeters out of the front. All right, you know this is half of the front, so 1 centimeter from each side, just like that. connect it to the dart leg on the skirt pattern and on the bodice together. Okay, I hope you can understand me. I also took out 1 centimeter from the side, just like that, just to give the whole dress a very good shape and a very good fit. So connect, I'm just highlighting this with the marker so that you all can see it properly. Then we're going to be taking this out. Okay, next I'm going to be drawing out my cup, creating my cup. So I came down by 8 inches right there, and I came in by 1/2 inch. Hope you can see. Then I connect that to my under bust. Ensure that you use your ruler in such a way that that is really curvy. Okay, and then from the side I came in by 1.5 and I connect it also to my under bust. Now on my armhole I came down by 4.5 inches. I marked that point and I connect it to the front of my cup, just like that. Okay, so I feel that this might be too low, so I came up a little bit. If you want your dress to be revealing, this may not really be necessary for you, but I want to conceal many things, so I just had to come up right there, and I'm just curving it out nicely. I'm just highlighting this with a marker, and by the time I'm done, I just realized that maybe the going up thing was not really necessary, so I might just have to take it out later on. But for now, let's just close up our side dart. Remember that we have not done anything to our side dart. So I'm going to be dividing my shoulder measurement as it is on the pattern into 2. Whatever I have there, I divide it into 2, connect it to my apex, which is the bust point. Come up by 0.5 before you do that, then you connect it. So notice that I didn't connect it to the shoulder because it was not really necessary. I just needed that point on the cup, and I'm just bringing that measurement down back. All right, so I'm going to be tightening this bust cup right now. Okay, and I did that with a 1.25 measurement. I took out 1.25 from that part just to tighten the cup properly. I labeled that my apex, and I'm just going to be cutting this out. This is now my yoke. The upper part is now my yoke. Then I'm just going to be cutting out all of this so I can get the cup out properly and fold it. So now I'm just cutting out that cup, then just folding like this so that everything can turn out perfect, and I won't really need to be feeling so much. Okay, so I took out all the paper or the excess that I didn't need from the waist, also folding the side darts. So I was successfully able to take out the side darts, then mark it just like this. Then I'm just going to cut out. Alright guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and also share the video with your friends. I also have a course on smart pricing strategies for fashion designers. So if you have any issue with pricing your fashion products, you don't know how to cost your dress, you're having issues with customer pricing, just ensure that you take that course. It will really help you a lot. Now going back to this video, now I already cut out the yoke, then I came down by 2.5 inches for the neckline. Now this is what I have. I'm just going to be closing the side dart and highlighting the cup with my marker so it could be very visible. I'm connecting that to the under bust, don't forget. Okay, so up next now, I will be creating the inner corset for the dress. Just watch closely. If you like, you can actually have another tightening right here, but for mine, I just want that line to be there, just so it can serve as a boning channel for mine. but for yours you can have it tightened. You can take in some there if you so choose. So I just labeled everything so I won't get confused when I start cutting. Now from my waistline I came down by 5 inches just to create my inner corset, and from the side seam I came down by 3 inches. So I connect it with a dotted line like that. Then I will be transferring only that part, the part that I want for my inner corset, on this brown paper. Okay, so I don't really need the cup part on the inner corset, so I'm just going to be transferring only the part that I need. Those points where I need to cut, I'll just use that with my tracing wheel to transfer that onto that brown paper. So that way I can see it on the brown paper, then I can cut it out. So I don't really need to go and start drafting on the brown paper again. Okay, so I'm just doing that with my pin in case my tracing wheel missed any part right there. So I will just highlight what I have on the brown paper now, then I would start cutting. Alright guys, so like I mentioned earlier, if you're interested in the smart pricing strategies course, just say that in the comments. Just let me know in the comments. Tell me you're interested in the smart pricing strategies course. Okay, so it's a class that would hold 8th of October. So I hope you get to see this before then, 8th October. You can still register, there's still time. If you would like to know how to do your costing and pricing, how to charge your customer, how to make a good profit from your craft as a fashion designer, this is a course for you, and it's going out. I'm giving it out at a giveaway price of 4,000 naira. So if you're interested, just let me know in the comments, and you can still register. You can just hurry now to register. Okay, so now coming back to the tutorial now, we are done with tracing out our inner corset. So I will just label this before I start to cut it all into pieces. So I'm just going to be connecting, labeling where I need to connect with arrows, so you don't get I don't get it mixed up. So I'm just going to cut everything up right now. I hope you're getting the gist of everything that is happening in this tutorial. This is the reason why this tutorial took me a while, and I just had to speed it up so that the video will not be too long. It took so much to even edit this and put this together, but I hope that you understand everything that I did. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up once again, and subscribe to this channel. Okay, now that we are done, I'm just going to put this aside, then continue with the front pattern. Now I'll just go ahead to cut the pattern all up, take out all those parts that I do not need, and after cutting I will match everything up to see that everything aligns. I fill up everywhere that I need to fill up, everywhere necessary and all of that. So you can see what I'm doing. Wherever you need to fill up, fill it up. Wherever you need to cut out, cut it out. And on that arm will just come out. Just add your paper so that you can come out by 0.5 inches, just so you can accommodate the shortage that is right there. Okay, so just go ahead and match everything up, ensure that everything is perfect, cut out all the excesses, then we are good to go. Label all the parts that needs to be labeled so I do not get confused. Labeling is just good, guys. It just saves you a lot of stress. Okay, notch where you need to notch and all of that, so that when you are cutting on the fabric, when you are sewing, it just makes the job really easier. Okay, the first thing I did is to start by creating that curve. So I came down by 3 inches from my waistline right there, then I connected to my upper hip line just like I did to the front, and in the same way I extend the dart leg for the back as well. just like I did the front, 2 inches above from the upper hip line. Then I connect the dart leg like that. For the yoke, the same thing I did for the front is what I did for the back as well. Come down by 4.5 inches right there, and I just sort of mark a comfortable point or the center back line, and I connect it just like that. So that's where my corset panel, the loop, is going to be starting from. And on the neckline, I came down by 0.25, just like I did the front. Now on the second thought, I felt that the back might look nicer if the curve starts from the waistline, and that's why I erased that part. Okay, so I would actually connect it to the upper hip line from the waistline later on, but let's just keep going with the other parts of the contouring. So for the back, I'm going to take out 2 centimeters. So I'm going to take out 1 centimeter from the side seam. Then the remaining 1 centimeter, I'm just going to divide it by 2, then share it equally on both that leg. Then I'll just connect it back to that point, just like that, for the lower dart and the upper dart. Next, I'll connect the new side seam line. Okay, remember we came in by 1 centimeter there for contouring, and connect it back just like that. Now, if you have enjoyed watching this video this far, then I would tell you that you are a true dressmaker. I hope you have learned a thing or two. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Now, coming to our yoke, I want the yoke to be a little stylish, so I created that curve you just saw right there. And on my back, I'm going to be coming in 2 inches from the center back, and I'll connect it upward just like you see me do. I'm about to create that loop channel right now. Okay, so 2 inches from the center line, then I connect it back to my hip line. But on the other hand, I thought the dress would look nicer if the loop had a slant effect. And on the waistline, I marked 1.5, and on that part, I marked 3 inches. So that's created that slant effect, which you see me drafting out right there. I'm just going to simply quickly outline all of the lines and the patterns that we need with a marker so that it can be really visible and clearer for you to see. Then I create that curve, connecting it from the waistline to my upper hip line. Alright, so I'm just putting in all of my labeling, my grain lines, all of my notches, so that when I'm cutting on the fabric, everything will just be easy for me to go about with. This video is already too long, guys, so the sewing of this corset dress will come up right after this video. Stay tuned, ensure that you have subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell so that you get notified when I post the next video, which is going to be the sewing video. Thank you for watching this video this far. Let me know how much you have learned in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.